To celebrate Monday, Moon Day, I'm going to be demonstrating and teaching some integrative moon salutations. So it's Monday really is a day that we're supposed to sort of be internal, even though in our society it really is kind of a get out and go type of day. It's a day to reflect and nurture the feminine and be kind of in flow with more ease. So this is a really fun sequence. It's one of my favorites. And once you get in the rhythm of it, you can do it over and over and you can add your own little flavors in. I like to do that too. So I'm going to teach you 3 rounds today. First round will be more of a warm-up. We'll kind of ease into it. Second round will integrate more flow. And then in the third round, we'll add a little more warmth and challenge. So let's get after it. Grab a yoga mat and 2 blocks if you have them. If you don't, that's okay, but it's always good to have some props around, especially for warm-up. So let's go. So I'm going to demonstrate to the side. We will be opening up like this. So there will be some occasions where my body will not be orienting you, but just follow the sound of my voice and the poses that I'm demonstrating, and we'll be good to go. So we stand at the top of the mat with the feet hips-width distance apart, toes spread nice and wide, and then feel your shoulders come up by your ears as you inhale, and then allow them to relax down the back as you exhale, allowing the palms to face forward toward the front of the room. And just take a breath here. Inhaling through the nostrils and exhaling out of your mouth. Inhaling and exhaling. As you inhale, extend both arms up and overhead. Clasp the left pointer and thumb fingers around the right wrist and start to hinge over towards the left side, getting a big stretch through the right rib cage. Inhale back to center, opposite clasp, as you get a big stretch through the left ribs. Inhaling back to center, release your clasp, step your left foot back on your mat, about 4 to 5 feet apart, maybe a little bit less if you have shorter legs like me, and dial the toes out towards the long edges of your mat. Extend the arms overhead, bend elbows and bend knees to come into goddess pose. Inhale, rising. Exhale, bending into goddess pose. Good, one more time. Inhale, rising. Exhale, bending into goddess pose. Pausing here for 3 breaths. For 2. And for 1. Now, extending the legs. Keep the left toes forward towards the front of your mat, and then spin, the right toes forward towards your mat, and spin the left heel down on the mat so your foot is parallel with the back, preparing for a warrior 2. So there should be an intersection of the right heel and the back left arch. Bend into the right knee. Extend the arms out to the side. Take a long breath in here. Take a deep breath out to settle into your front knee. Oftentimes there can be some curving in the low back here. To avoid any compression in the low back, activate the abdominals here. Reach the navel in, feel the pubic bone lifting. This will automatically soften the low back and create strength in your abdominals. Flip your right palm. Begin to slide the left hand down the left leg as you reach the right palm up and over. Take a long breath in, big stretch through the intercostals of the right side. As you exhale, begin to bring hands forward, coming back into warrior 2. Exhale, straighten the front leg. We're going to come into triangle pose here. So extend out through your right side, get long through the right side body, and then feel the right hip begin to dial down as the hand comes down either onto your shin or a block or the mat. I'm choosing a block for this first round. The left shoulder will wrap open so it stacks directly over right, left arm up towards the ceiling. Gaze can be either up at the ceiling if you want a little more lifting and energizing. If you desire a little more grounding today, it can be down at the palm. Good, one more long inhalation in. Deep exhalation out. Start to bend into your front knee. The hands are going to come down to frame the front foot. The back heel lifts, low runner's lunge. Now, taking an open twist here for this first twisting part. If you are expecting, continue to twist in an open manner. Never twist towards the forward leg, only twist away from it. Right palm comes onto the inside of the right foot or onto your block. Left palm up to the sky, 3 breaths. Last inhale here. Exhale, opposite twist. Left palm. Hips stay aligned with the floor. Right arm stretches up towards the ceiling. As you exhale, right palm comes back down toward the floor. My hands are stabilized on my blocks here. We're softening the left knee down to the mat, coming into a low lunge. Chest lifts, arms lift. Options here. If you want, again, a little more grounding, your hands can interlace and you can press into your front thigh. If you want a little movement, when I did this earlier, I did a little Vata movement. It felt really nice. So I inhaled, arms came up. I exhaled, they swept back behind me. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. This time, exhale, hands come down to the mat. Blocks come away for a moment as you press into the mat. Curl the back toes under. Step right foot to meet left in a high plank. Inhale here. And as you exhale, begin to lift the hips back for downward facing dog. This is in addition to a moon salutation. I like to infuse downward facing dogs in almost every practice I do. So this is a little add-on. So that was about half of the moon salute. There will be more to come. Take a long breath in. Dump it all away. Take a long breath in to come up onto the tiptoes. And as you exhale, begin to walk your feet to meet your hands at the front of the mat. Coming to a pike position, halfway lifting, extend the arms out long just for one breath. And then exhale, let the torso fan down towards the thighs. Inhale, one vertebra at a time, allowing everything to lift. Side 2. Inhale, arms rise. Clasping right pointer and thumb around left wrist. Big opening through the left rib cage. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, big opening through the right rib cage as you hinge over. Inhale, rising up. This time, right foot steps back, left foot is forward. Opening into your goddess pose. Take breath in, rise. Exhale, open. Inhale, rise. Exhale, open. Inhale, rise. This time, right leg comes into a warrior 2 position at the back. So the right blade of the back foot is parallel with the back line of the mat. Left toes are pointed forward towards the mat. Bend into the left knee. Arms out to the sides. 3 breaths. Flip the left palm. Slide the right hand down as the left arm lifts up and over. Big inhalation here. Exhale, coming forward. Inhale, straighten the front leg. Again, Utthita Trikonasana. Left hip this time begins to hinge forward as the hand comes down either onto a block or your mat or your shin. Right shoulder stacking over left. If you notice that your right shoulder is closing in, you've gone a little too far, So I really encourage you to just back off a little bit of the pose and allow that beautiful stacking. One more breath in here. And a long breath out. Inhale, rising back to center. Hands come under the blocks or onto the mat, coming back into your low lunge. Inhale here. Exhale, soften that right knee down. Again, options. Hands can stay grounded or maybe on the thigh or lifted in place, or you can join me for some flow. As you exhale, the hands will come back and down. Inhale, they rise up. Exhale, they come back and down. Inhale, they rise. Exhale, they come back and down. Inhale, they rise. And I just realized we forgot our twists. So bring the hands back down onto the mat or your blocks. It's okay if you go a little bit out of order, so long as you go back and retrace your steps. So place the left hand down on the inside of the left foot, and then spiral the right heel down. Open twist. Again, this is a safer version of twisting if you are expecting. Twisting away from the front bent knee rather than toward it, as to not cause too much stress on the abdominals. Take a big breath in. Exhale, the right palm comes down. Back heel lifts. Easy twist. Good, hands come down. Frame the front foot. Step back to plank pose. Take a long inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, come up onto the tiptoes. Exhale, bring the feet forward to meet the hands. Inhale to a pike position. Exhale, fold. Inhale, one vertebra at a time. Rise up. Shoulders come down and back. Inhale, arms rise. Left hand clasps around right wrist as you open up to the side. Inhale, rising. Exhale, open opposite side. Inhale, rising. Left foot steps back. Big opening. 5-pointed star. Bend elbows and knees as you lower into goddess. One breath this time. Inhale, straightening. Rearranging the back foot so you're prepared for your warrior two. Back foot's parallel with the back of your mat. Front right toes are forward facing. Exhale, bend in. Breathe in and settle. Flip the front palm. Slide the left hand down. Open up, revolved warrior two. Exhale, coming forward. Inhale, straightening. Length through the right side body. Start to hinge from that hip and then begin to build your triangle pose. Take a breath in triangle. Take a breath out. Long inhale. Deep exhale. It wouldn't be an alley video without a little cameo from my dog, right? Gaze down at the right foot. Hands come down to frame the front foot. Back heel releases. Right hand down onto the inside of the right foot. Open twist, one breath. Inhale. Exhale, palm releases down. Left palm releases. Right arm rises. Easy twist, inhale. Exhale. Hands settle. Now options here. You can, again, drop that back knee coming into a low lunge. I'm gonna heat it up just a little bit with a high lunge. So I'm gonna keep that back knee lifted. I'm gonna slightly bend it and start to peel the torso away from the front thigh, coming into the high lunge. So bend deeply into the front knee. Again, I like to take a little bend into the back knee first, because you'll notice that my pelvis is nice and neutralized here. Sometimes when we drive right into it, notice how my pelvis tilted forward. If you soften that back knee, you'll get this beautiful pelvic alignment. Take a breath in here. Good. Option, again, for grounded hands pressing into the thigh, or to stay stationary, or maybe you take a flow. One more round, exhale. Inhale. Adding a warrior three. So the hands can come down onto your blocks, which can be placed at the highest height, or you can simply tilt your body forward and begin to release that back foot. Good. So you should have a nice flat tabletop of a back. Left heel is lifting. Left quadricep is nice and engaged. Abdominals are engaged. Options to keep the hands down on the block again, or maybe you lift the hands off. Good, 2 more breaths here. Inhale, and then gently step the feet together. Immediately to the opposite side, arms rise. Left hand clasps the right wrist, open up. Big hinge to the left. Inhale, big hinge to the right. Inhale in, right foot steps back, opening into your wide 5-pointed star. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Back foot parallel with the back edge of your mat. Left toes forward. Warrior two. Inhale. Exhale. Flip the left palm. Slide the right hand down the right leg. Big opening. Exhale. Rising back up. Inhale, straightening the front leg, preparing for Utthita Trikonasana. Left palm rises. Exhale, hinging forward here. Again, either fingertips to the mat, hand to the shin, or to your block. Continue to press down through the back foot. Take a long breath in. Exhale, release the back heel, bend into the front knee. Left hand comes onto the inside of the left foot. Open twist, inhaling. Exhale, right palm down. Inhale. Opposite twist. Exhale, hands come down to frame the front foot. Preparing yourself for a lower high lunge. Again, I'm gonna come into high lunge. Gentle bend to the back knee. Start to peel the torso away from the front thigh as you rise up. Taking your hands wherever you choose to take them. If you need more grounding, go for it. You also don't have to be beholden to what you did on the opposite side. So feel free to be playful here. Take a long breath in. Exhale, sweeping the hands down. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, they sweep down. Inhale, they rise. Exhale, beginning to build your warrior three. So again, I've got blocks here. This is a beautiful place to start by bending into your front knee, so much so that you can spring off of the back foot. Make sure to use a lot of control here. Back it up a little bit so you can see me. Good. Notice that I've got a really strong plank-like T position. So then, from that area of strength, I can lift my arms off. One more breath. Exhale, rise back up. Good. So this will be our third and final round of our moon salves. And we'll add on a little bit more. So pay close attention to your breath. Continue to be in the flow. And if you lose me, just pick up wherever I am. Inhale, arms rise. Clasping right wrist with left hand. Exhale, big opening to the right. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, big opening to the left. Inhale, back to center. Open up wide, 5-pointed star. One bend here for goddess pose. Inhale, rearrange the back foot. Prepare for warrior two. Exhale. Flip front palm. Big inhale for revolved warrior. Exhale, come forward. Inhale, straighten the front leg. Length through the right side body as you prepare for triangle pose. In breath and out breath. Inhale, gaze down at the right foot. Reposition the hands either on both sides of the feet, either side of the front feet, front foot, good God, or on your blocks. Right hand comes down. Inhale, left arm rises. Left hand comes down. Inhale, right arm rises. Exhale, both hands come down to frame front foot. Firm up the back leg. Inhale, rise up. One sweep. Exhale, hands come down. Inhale, hands rise. Exhaling to prepare for warrior three. Hands can come down. We're going to be also transitioning to Ardha Chandrasana balancing pose, half moon balancing pose. So if you know you need some assistance here, just go ahead and grab your blocks. Lifting that back leg. Now, we're just using this as a transition to get to half moon. So we slide, I'll back up again so you can see me. We slide the block out, press the right palm onto the block, and then begin to dial the left hip to stack on top of the right. This pose can also be done against the wall. Since we are sort of in a flow, it doesn't lend itself to that in a great way, but it's a beautiful way to practice this pose. If you're feeling like you want a little more opening, you can bend the upstretched knee and take the top of the foot into the hand. Ardha Chandrasana with Hasta Baddha Pada. Inhale, release. Exhale, hands come back down. Now this time, left foot steps about 3 feet behind the right, coming into a supported pyramid pose. So again, I'm using my blocks here. You don't have to. If your hamstrings allow, you can allow the hands to come right down onto the mat. I'm going to bring my blocks onto a lower setting and then simply fold. Keep the hips nice and level. Take an inhale, lengthen out through the spine. Exhale, fold it down. One more time. Inhale, out through the spine. Exhale, folding down. Inhale, lift yourself halfway. Now, we're going to dial both feet towards the long edge of the mat and separate the feet a couple more inches. Good. Coming into Prasarita Padottanasana. As you inhale, lift yourself halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift yourself halfway. Ground down through your left palm. Right arm reaches up to the sky in a twist. Make sure that the hips stay level here. So this is more about twisting from the torso rather than the hips kind of jiggling around. Take a big breath in. Exhale, right palm down to the mat. Inhale, left arm rises. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, both hands come down. Inhale. Inhale, hands onto the hips. Exhale all the breath halfway. Inhale, rise. Feet turn out towards the short edges of the mat. Arms rise, 5-pointed star. Exhale, bend. 3 breaths here. That was a full moon integrated sun salutation. Last breath. And settle. Straighten the legs and step the back foot in. Last round. Inhale, arms rise. Right hand clasps left. Open up. Inhale. Opposite clasp. Open up to the right. Inhaling. Right foot back. Exhale into your goddess pose. Inhale, straighten. Back foot parallel with the mat. The back of your mat. Arms out. Exhale, warrior 2. Flip palm. Inhale, revolved warrior. Exhale. Straighten the front leg. Arms rise. Well, left arm rises. Exhale. Triangle pose. Take a breath in. And a breath out. Gaze down the left foot. Reposition the legs. Back heel is lifted. Left hand comes onto the inside of the left foot. Right arm rises. 1 breath. Exhale, right hand comes down. Inhale, left arm rises. Exhale, frame the front foot. Solid foundation through the legs. Slight bend in your right knee. Rise up. Inhale here. Exhale, bend. And sweep the arms down. Inhale, arms rise. Prepare for your warrior 3, either supported or non. I'm going to choose supported for the demonstration. Step the weight onto the left foot. Right leg rises. Now, slide the left hand out a little bit, or the block under the left hand out a little bit, and stack right hip over left. Right shoulder stacks over left. Good, inhale here. Exhale. Maybe you take the bind if that works for you. Breathing 2 more breaths. 1 more long inhale. Exhale, release. Hands come back down onto the floor, your blocks. Step the right foot back. 3 to 4 foot distance. I have about 2.5 to 3. Take a long breath in. And exhale to fold over for pyramid pose. 3 breaths here. Inhale to lift yourself halfway. Spiral, I'm going to face you all for this. Spiral both feet toward the front of your mat. Take a long inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Left hand down. Right arm rises up. Right palm down, left arm rises up. both hands down. Inhale, hands come up onto the hips. Take a breath in and a breath out. And rise up. Dial toes out towards the long, short edges of your mat, pardon. Inhale, 5-pointed star. Exhale, melt into your goddess pose. So this is the last pose of our moon sals. If you really want to get into it, you can press your hands on the thighs and maybe dip one shoulder in. And then the other. Lots of different ways you can end the practice, maybe with some meditation. So I also have a metta meditation video here, and I have a pranayama video. Those are both beautiful follow-ups to this practice. You can also cool down with a little forward folding, and then take a shavasana if that's what your body's asking for. But I hope you've enjoyed, and thank you so much. Namaste. And happy Monday to you. Happy Moon Day. Have a good one. Thanks.